Yes, now.
Okay, guys, let's start. Now, today we will take lesson 5, page 225, the coordinated plane. But I have some hands here. I'll take them, guys, before we start. Hisham. Yes, Hisham.
Mr. In the homework of yesterday, in question 1 and 2, in the question 1, they wrote for us 0.25. How?
Homework of yesterday.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Which page? Yes, I get it. In question 1 and 2,
223.
They put what?
In the question 1, they put 0.25, but in the question 2, they put 0.15.
What's the problem?
How we will write 0.15 and between 0 and 1, there is only 10?
Mister, 0.25 after 0.2 a little bit means, look here, look at the board. See the board? Hisham.
Yeah.
Now here we have
Yes,
0,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now we have 4 sections, we said, then we have 1, right?
Yes.
Now here 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. مش هيك؟
Yeah.
The number is 0.25, right?
Yes.
Here, what we have here at the middle between 2 and 4, what we have?
3.
0.3, not 3. Here we have 0.3, right?
Yeah.
0.25, it's between 0.2 and 0.3 here. Got it?
Yeah.
So we make divisions. If we need more, we can make more. Got it?
Got it. Okay.
Now, in the second question, you have 0.15, check.
Yes.
Look, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. هذه 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8. طيب, where is the 0.15? Now, what's between 0 and 2?
0.1.
ممتاز, we have 0.1. طب 0.15, it's in the middle between 0.1 and 0.2.
Okay.
15 is between, هذه نفسها 0.10 وهذه نفسها 0.20, it's the same. 15, it's between them. Got it?
Okay, I got it.
Good. Now let's go back to our lesson, guys. Please leave everything in front of you and just take a look to the board, because I will make a summary, a whole summary for this lesson for you to understand the whole ideas of this lesson together, okay? Now, what you have in front of you here, we call it the coordinated plane. What you have in front, guys, remove your hands. Later on, I will receive your questions. Thank you. Now, focus with me in this lesson, please. What you have in the front of you, guys, we call it the coordinate plane. The coordinate plane. Now, the coordinate plane, guys, has 2 lines like this one, the horizontal line, and vertical line. Horizontal line and vertical line. The horizontal line, we will call it x-axis. The horizontal line, we call it x-axis. The vertical line, we call it y-axis. And these are always. So we have x-axis and y-axis. The x-axis, similar to the number line, which we did before. We have 0 here, positive, here negative. We did that before. So here we have at the middle, guys, at the middle, we have 0. To the right, we have positive numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these points means forever. These points means forever. On the right, on the left, we will have the negatives. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and forever. This is the x-axis. The y-axis, same, but up will be the positive and down will be the negative. Up of the 0 will be the positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, forever. Down, if you remember the sea level, guys, we said above the sea level positive, below the sea level negative, and the sea level is 0. So down here we have the negatives. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, and forever. So what we see in front of you here, guys, what you are seeing now is we call it the coordinate plane. We have x-axis, y-axis, positive, negative, positive, negative. Now we have 4 main sections here. We have 4 main sections. Let's start with the first section here, and please focus. This first section, guys, we call it first quadrant. First quadrant, and we will, its shortcut is capital I, like this. This area or this section, we call it first quadrant, and its shortcut is capital I. Now, what are the borders of the first quadrant? We have this border. Borders means hudud, borders. The borders of the first quadrant are the x here and the y here. The x here are the positive, and the y here are the positive also. So the first quadrant, the x-axis is the positive. So x positive, and y also positive. This is the first section. But the second section here, this area, we call it second quadrant, and its shortcut is double I, like this, together. Look here. So first quadrant, second quadrant. What are the borders of the second quadrant? The borders are the x, but the x here is negative, and the y is positive. So here x is negative, y is positive. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant. Now this one, we call it third quadrant. Third quadrant. And its shortcut is triple I together, like this. Triple I together. What are the borders of the third quadrant? X and y. X is negative and y also is negative. So here x negative and y negative. Type. The fourth here, we call it fourth quadrant. The fourth quadrant, but that's okay. The fourth quadrant. And the fourth quadrant has its shortcut IV, capital IV. Now, one I, double I, triple I, IV are the Romanian numbers. This means 1, this means 2, this means 3, and this means 4. But in the coordinate plane, we use these notations, these shortcuts. So we have first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. The border of the fourth quadrant, we have x here and y here. X is positive and y is negative. So x here positive and y is negative. Now what you see in front of you here, guys, all of this, we call it coordinate plane. Again, I will summarize it quickly. The coordinate plane has 2 axes. The first axis, the horizontal one, we call it x-axis. The vertical, we call it y-axis. Let's start with the x-axis. 0 at the middle, to the right positive, to the left negative. The y-axis, 0 at the middle. This 0, guys, for x And for y, it's the same for x and for y. So the 0 here, up, positive, down, negative. Now we have 4 main sections. This one, we call it first quadrant. First quadrant. The borders of it, x positive and y positive. Here, second quadrant. The borders of them, x negative and y positive. Here, third quadrant. The borders of it, x negative and y negative. Here, the fourth quadrant, the borders are x positive and y negative. This we call it coordinated plane, guys. And please, after a while, after I download the recording video on the Classera, try to watch it again to just to be very good in these informations because they are important. They are important. Now, how we deal with this, guys? This coordinated plane, guys, has points. Has points. Has points. Okay. How many points? A lot of points. Infinitely many points. Each point in the coordinated plane, guys, and please focus here, please. Each point, each point in the coordinated plane, we call it ordered pair. Ordered pair. So each point in the coordinated plane, we call it ordered pair. Now the ordered pair, like this, 2 brackets, 2 braces, or 2 parentheses, whatever you call it, and a comma between them. And each ordered pair has 2 numbers. Has 2 numbers. The first number is always for x. The second number is always for y. For example, if we have this ordered pair, 2 and 5. What's x? X is 2. What's y? Y is 5. Always the first number x, the second number y. Do not say y, then x. No, this is wrong. Always x, then y. Now, I will name this point. I will call it point B, for example. Its only name. I will call it point B. Now, how we put point B on the coordinated plane? So I will take this point and plot it here, where its location. The location of this point here, where it is. Now we start with this one. What's this? 2. This 2 for x, always the first number for x. So I will go to the x-axis here and search about the number 2. Hi, number 2. And put my pencil here. Then what's y in the coordinate in the ordered pair? Is 5. By 5 positive or negative? 5 positive or negative? 5 is positive. So from 2, I will go up. From 2, I will go up until I get the 5. From 2, I will go up until I get the 5. Then I put my point here. What's the name of the point? It's B. So I will write here B. For example, if I have another point, I will call it A, and it is -3 and -6. -3, no, let's make it -4. Ordered pair, -3 and -4. -3, x, always. This is x, always. -4, y. So from where we start, we are starting always from x, not from y. So I will go to the x, which is -3. Then I will go to the y, which is -4. So here I will search about x. Where is -3? This is -3. I will put my pencil here. What's y? Y is -4. Where is -4 in the y? Up or down? It is down. So I will go from -3 down until I get -4. From -3 down until I get -4. When you see -4, put your point here. What we call this point? The name of the ordered pair, which is A. So here I will write A. If I have, for example, M, and m is 0 and 5. And another point, we call it n, it is 5 and 0. And focus here, guys, we have zeros. How we deal with the zeros. Let's start with the first one, 0 and 5. What's x? X is 0. What's y? Y is 5. Type. So I will go from 0 in x until I get 5 in y. So where is the 0 in x? This is 0 in x. No left, no right. 0 at the middle. And I will go to the 5. 0 and 5. 5 is up or down? No, 5 is up. So from 0, I will go on the same line until I get the 5. And I put my point here. Now, what's the name of this point? M. So I'll write M. The other one, 5 and 0. X is 5, Y is 0. 5 and 0. Not 0 and 5. 5 and 0, they are different. X is 5, so I will go first to X, then to Y. I will go to first to X5. Where is X5 here? Here's 5 in the X. Top. Y is 0. I cannot go up and I cannot go down because Y is 0. I cannot go up, not positive, and Y is not negative. It's in the middle. So I will stay here. I will stay on 5. So what we call this point? N, the name of it. These are only names, guys. Now, this is the first idea, how to plot a point on the coordinate plane. The second idea, this point, for example, this point. How I know if I have point here, what is the coordinates of the points? Here, guys, these numbers 2 and 5, we call them coordinates of the point B. Coordinates of the point B, X and Y. How we get X and Y from this point? I will go to the point. First, I will take X. Then I will take Y. For this point, what X? It's -5. What's Y? It's a 3. So what's the coordinates of this point? -5 and 3. So sometimes I give you the point and you plot it here. Sometimes I will tell you this point, what is the coordinate of it? You will say 2 and 4. 2 and 4, okay? Type. For example, before I do more, guys, if you have questions, put your hand before I continue. بدر. بدر. طيب دور عمر.
Yes, Mister.
So,
Mister, I did not understand how we know that it is up or that the coordinate that is in axis Y or in axis X.
we have two axes, yeah, Mr. X and Y.
Yes, mister.
If there is a number 0 and 5, how we know?
What's X? 5. So first, where I will go to X
To
or
X.
to Y? To X. Where is 0 in X?
Yeah.
Hi, 0
Yeah.
in X. Y is what?
5.
Positive or negative?
Positive.
We go up or down?
We go up, but I know.
I will go up from 0. I will go up until I get 5. What's the
But why
problem?
we didn't go from the point of 0 to the 5n? The n5, this.
I don't understand you, Mister.
Yes, you go from the 0 to the 5, yes? And you name it n. Yes?
Okay,
Why
I go from 0 to 5.
Why
Yeah.
we did not go from the 0 to the 5 in the axis X?
يا مستر ما هي الاكس 0 اروح من x لاكس كيف؟ I need to go from x to y only.
But why we go from 5 to 0?
Because Mr. we always start from x, not from 5. What's this? Look here. What's this?
3 and 0.
What's x?
3.
3. What's y?
0.
Hi, y. So first, where I will go?
To the 3.
Where is the 3 in the x? Hi, 3 in the x, right?
Yes.
Y is what?
0. In the y.
I go up or down?
No, in
or
the you will go
place?
right. You will go right.
Hey, right, yeah, mister. Y is either up or down.
Down.
Y, yeah up, yeah down. Y is 0, right?
Yes, it is in the middle.
خلاص ركز يا مستر، احكي معي واهدى. Y is what?
0.
طب I will replace Y with -3.
Yes, we will
Where I will go first? To the 3. Hi, 3 in the x.
Yes.
Y is what?
-3.
Where I will go up or down?
Down.
Down until I get -3, right?
Yes.
I put my point. But I will replace the -3 with 0 now. Where I will go first?
To the 3.
Hi, 3. What's Y?
0.
I will go up or down if we have Y 0?
In the middle.
In the middle, on the same place. I cannot go up, I cannot go down, so I still here. So I put my point here. Got it?
Yes.
Good boy. Else? Abdul Hamid.
Mister, I did not understand the 5 and 0 because you said that we first will go for the x.
خلاص يا مستر, you don't understand 5 and 0, right?
Yes.
طيب يلا, I will repeat it. P is 8, sorry.
No, I will tell you what I did not understand.
Mister, خلاص, you said I don't understand 5 and 0, right?
Not all of it.
لا, I want to repeat it all.
Okay.
Thank you. For example, I have -2 and 0.
Okay.
Where I will go first?
For -2.
In X or Y?
In x.
In X, always the first. So I will go to the -2 in X, say -2. But Y is what?
Y is 0.
0. I'm on -2 now. Y is
Yes.
0. I will go up or down?
We will go right on the 0. Why didn't you put this the point on the 0?
Why يا حبيبي افهم. Why guys, no left and right for the Y. It's either up or down. What's in the left and the right? X only. Why no left and right for Y?
What the
يا
0
حبيبي
that
الله
we need
يسعدك.
is in the middle.
طب here يا مستر, طيب here look here 2 and 3. خلاص?
Yes.
2 and 3. I will go to the 2, then I will go to the 3 like this, or I will go up or down until I get to 3.
Yes, up or down until I get 3.
Up, I get a 3. I will do the same for FY0. I will do the same.
Yeah, because we found the 0 beside it.
On the same line, we have 0. So I won't go up. My point is here.
Oh, okay.
It's easy idea. Else, Amar Ala. Amar, I tried to unmute you from the beginning. Yes, now it's okay. Yalla.
Mister, I didn't understand.
Talk, don't waste my time. Yalla, talk.
I don't understand
Hello?
how we put 0 and Y.
La ilaha illallah. Which 0 يا mister? Which 0? Any point. Give me a point. يلا. Give me a point.
5 and 0.
علي صوتك حبيبي خليني اسمعك.
5 and 0.
5 and 0. Where we go first?
In X5.
And 5 to X. High 5 to X. Right?
Yes.
Y is what? Y is what?
Y is 0.
0. Can I go up?
No.
Talk with me, Mr. No. Can I go down?
No.
So I will stay in my place. I won't go up, I won't go down. Got it?
Yes, thank you.
Now, if 0 is, look here, if 0 is -1, this is 5. Can I go up? Tell me.
Mister, your voice is lagging. Mister,
Your voice too
lagging.
is lagging, mister. 5 and
Can you repeat
-1.
your question?
I will go down, right? Because I have -1 now, not 0, right?
Yes.
I will go down until I get
Yes.
-1. Here is the -1, صح? I will do my
Yes.
point. That's all. Now this summary, guys, summarize all of the ideas in the book, in the lesson. طب, if we have rational numbers like 1.3, 1.5, sorry, with -3.2. If we have rational numbers,
Mister
how we do it? مين هذا اللي بيحكي؟
Badr.
Who's talking?
Badr.
Badr, talk.
Mister, I didn't understand when you said the first quadrant and the second quadrant.
This one, this area, Mr. we call it first quarter. This area, second quarter. This area, third quarter. This area, fourth quarter.
يعني على الشكل لازم أحفظه؟ Okay, thank you.
Nice. If we have this point, okay. Stop. What's x? X is 1.5. What's y? It is at -3.2. Do I have 1.5 here? No. I don't have 1.5. But the 1.5 is between 1 and 2. صح? So I will start here at the middle. I put my hand and my pencil here. -3.2. Do we have -3.2? No. -3.2, it's after -3 a little bit. So I will go from 1.5 down, not to -3, no, to -3.2, a little bit down. It's approximated, by the way. It's rounded. This is how we plot if we have decimals. But if we have fractions like 5/2 and مثلا 9/4. Sorry, 9/2 also. How we do it? As we did in the previous lesson, we turn both of them to decimals. 5/2, if you divide, you will take 2.5. 9/2, if you divide, it will be 4.5. Then you will go to your coordinated plane. Now, 2.5, do we have 2.5? No, the 2.5 is between 2 and 3 here. Type. The other value, 4.5, where is 4.5 in the y-axis? It's between 4 and 5 here. So I will go from 2.5 up until I get the 4.5. Then I put my point. So if we have decimal, if we have fractions, if we have integers, we can plot all the numbers here, all the numbers. We can plot all the points. Again, guys, after I record and put this video on the Classera, you need to watch it again. You need to watch it again so you can solve your homework for today. Now, let's go to the lesson, guys. We have, as I said, guys, I summarize all of the ideas here in front of you. So if you understand it, we can do all the checking out. Let's go to the first check out, page 226. Sorry. I don't know which page. Yes, 226. Here. Who can read, guys? Read it, Mr. Yell. Identify.
Identify the quadrant. Identify the quadrant in which the point negative 2 and 1 over 2. Negative 2 and 1 over 2 is located.
Now x is negative and y is negative, right?
Yes.
X is negative and y is negative here. X is negative and y is negative. In which quadrant x is negative and y is negative? In which quadrant, guys? In which quadrant is x negative and y is negative? Here. Here, x is negative and y is negative. So the points here the points have both axes are negative. So this point in the checking located on which quadrant? On the third quadrant. So right here, third quadrant. Right, third quadrant. Or quadrant 3, what you want. The next check. Read it better. Identify.
Identify the axis on which the point 0.2, 0.25 and 0 is located.
In which axis this point 0.25 and 0 is located? Let's plot it on the coordinate plane. Where is 0.5, 25? 0.25 here, it's before 1 and 0. So we won't go up and we won't go down. So it's still on the same axis. Yes. So in which axis it's located? On the x-axis. So write x-axis here. X-axis. Check number 2.
I did.
Check number 3, page 228.
Sir, can I read it?
Read. Identify.
Yes. Identify and order pair that names point B.
Where is point B, guys? Hi, point B. شايفينها?
Yes.
I don't know if you have the book, guys. You need to look at your book.
Yes,
this
like
is point B. This is point B. Point B is here, guys. Point B, it's approximated one. Point B is here. How we get the dimension or the coordinates? We will go first to the x and take the number. Then we will go to the y and take the number. So let's go from B up until I get x. What's the number here, guys? Who can tell?
Between 1 and 2.
Not 1 and 2 يا مستر. هذول مش 1 and 2.
Negative 1 and negative.
أيوة. What's the number which is between negative 1 and negative 2?
Half.
لا مش half.
No, negative 1 and half.
ممتاز. So x is negative 1 and half. طب what's y?
Y it is 1, negative 1.
So look here. What's the point? Negative 1 and half, comma, negative 1. صح?
Yes.
يلا write it. The point, negative 1 and half, comma, negative 1. This is x and this is y. This is the check.
مستر أنا ما فهمت هذا السؤال. مستر
نعم.
ما فهمت هذا السؤال اللي أنت هلا عملته.
مين اللي بيحكي هذا؟
بدر.
بدر هاي بي، شايفها بي يا حبيبي؟ هاي بي. See B?
Yes.
Sorry, the camera. Yeah, B now it's clear, right?
Yes.
طب B go up to get X. What's the X value for B?
Negative 2.
لا مش negative 2 يعني كيف negative 2? Go up ولا go up to get X. What you have?
2.5.
يا مستر كيف
Between
2 and
2.
half؟
Between 2 and
يعني
1.
مش معقول. يا مستر between negative 2 and 1. What's the number between negative 2 and 1?
2 and 1 over 2. 1 and 1 over 2.
يا سلام.
1
يا
and
سلام. negative 1 and half. 1.5 يعني.
Okay.
طيب what's the y value for D?
Y for D, it is 1. Negative 1.
So what's the coordinates will be? هيها شايفها؟ sorry. ها.
Mr. Camera is blurry.
هي مستر هي negative 1 and half and negative 1.
Okay, so I should write this, right?
ولا شو نكتب لك كان اسمي؟
Okay, thank you.
يلا رايح. Right. That's all for today, guys. You can solve your homework. And guys, don't ask me if we have homework or no. Yani, this is the second year I teach you. After we finish the lesson, go and do the homework. No need to tell you, Mister, you have homework. Do the question. خلاص لحالك روح اعمل الهومورك. بدون ما احكي انا. عندك درس خلصته روح اعمل الهومورك وبس. سهلة. Thank you so much. If you have questions about the homework, you can ask me in the next period. And please watch this video again, because if you miss any information here, it will be recorded for you. Thank you so much and have a nice weekend. Goodbye for all.